A very good evening. It is the 21st of November 2019, and once again News Tonight is here to let you know what's making headlines. My name is Patricia Lokoma, and in a short while Mugalo Mohammed will be joining the set. But first, let's look at the headlines. In our top stories tonight, former Uganda Human Rights Commission Chairman Med Kabwa laid to rest. African countries urged to look beyond self-interests as Art of Conference ends in Kampala. New elections proposed as violence rages all in Bolivia. In sports, Water Polo League final due this weekend. Mogalo Mohammed is already with us as we start off with our bulletin. It is exactly 1 minute, and Uganda has pledged to continue strengthening its relations with the United Arab Emirates in order to boost trade, investment and prosperity for both people. The commitment was made during the 4th Global Business Forum for Africa that took place in Dubai. The Prime Minister, Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, represented President Yoweri Museveni Kaguta, and we do have more in this report.
The Global Business Forum was organized under the theme Scale Up Africa in an effort to underline the important role of cross-border cooperation in supporting and accelerating Africa's next phase of sustainable economic growth and development. The Prime Minister, Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, who was accompanied by Uganda's ambassador to UAE, His Excellency Zake Chibedi, met with the Emirates Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, to convey President Museveni's regards and commitment towards continuing the deepening of relations between the two nations. Dr. Rugunda also discussed the available opportunities for investment in Uganda with the high-profile leader. The Prime Minister was also a main panelist on a session dubbed View from the Top during the conference, which was moderated by CNN journalist Elaine Giocosi. The Prime Minister used this session to highlight on the several innovations being undertaken and supported by government in Uganda, including Chira motor vehicle, which he described as Uganda's pride.
To keep up with population growth. Do you think that the tech space and innovation is going to be one of the methods to try and fill that employment gap?
Yeah, there is no doubt innovation is going to be a key to creating these jobs. We already see that in service delivery it has made very positive impact. Young people are already developing various applications, earning money and creating opportunities. For example, mobile money is widely practiced in Uganda, and people who are not in the banking sector have been included in the banking sector because of mobile money. And mobile money network has created job opportunities. And this has also extended to other banking facilities like agency banking, which has also given more jobs. So it's a dynamic area where more opportunities are being created.
The chairman of Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry, His Excellency Majid Saif Al Gurari, said there is need to embrace the existing trade partnership and relations between UAE and Africa through focusing on facilitating communication, exchange and exploiting emerging and available opportunities. He said this will boost businesses and the economy.
In less than 1 year time, we will be presented with a major opportunity to take our corporation to the next level, which is Expo 2020. Descending on Dubai, the first World Expo to be hosted in the Middle East, Africa and South Asia region. We are very encouraged by the high number of African countries participating in the mega event and seeing this a sign of growing confidence in Dubai and as a global business hub. For its part, Dubai Chamber is fully committed to facilitating exchange between the UAE and African business community through the variety of initiative and activity. Beyond the Global Business Forum, our international office regularly organized trade mission joined by African companies that have come to Dubai to explore business, while have supported Dubai-based companies that have done the same in Africa.
The Global Business Forum, organized by the Dubai Chamber of Commerce, which brings together heads of governments, ministers, and private sector actors, serves as a catalyst for UAE Africa economic cooperation and business exchange. Since its inception, Global Business Forum Africa has served as a catalyst for UAE Africa economic cooperation and business exchange, which has boosted the non-oil trade between Dubai and Africa, with a steady increment being witnessed in the recent years, which amounted to $37.2 billion in 2018. This trend reflects the expanding trade ties and growing business confidence between the two regions. The Global Business Forum was attended by the President of Liberia, His Excellency George Weah, the President of Zimbabwe, His Excellency Emerson Mnangagwa, among other high-level dignitaries. Doreen Nasasra reporting for UBC News.
Well, thank you very much there, Doreen Nasasra. And of course, that was the Prime Minister himself there at the Global Business Forum. And he was representing His Excellency, the President of Uganda. Now, moving on, the former Uganda Human Rights Commission boss has been laid to rest at his ancestral home in Lufuka Village, Mpigi Town Council in Mpigi District. In his speech read by Vice President Edward Kiwanuka II, President Yoweri Museveni said that the late Kagwa's respect for ethics enabled him to achieve much for the country.
The fallen Uganda Human Rights Commission boss, Meddie Kagwa, has been laid to rest this afternoon at his ancestral home in Mpigi District. Kagwa lost the battle Wednesday morning after fainting in his car and later on pronounced dead at Case Clinic, Kampala. The late Meddie Kagwa is remembered for defending human rights in Uganda, among many achievements.
Chairman of the Human Rights Commission. We now have Chief Justice, the Chief Chairman of the Justice and Order Sector,
He has devoted his entire life to the service of Uganda. This is evident that he met his death on his way to work, having the previous day participated in handling over the girl child in preparation for commemoration of the World Children's Day.
Sheikh Mustafa Sebagala, the late's brother, thanked government for offering Kagwa opportunity to serve his nation.
For the support once again, both financially and morally, and for everything you've sacrificed for the good of Meddie Kagwa and the family of Abbas Bamulaze Chikosi. We pray that the Almighty blesses him with the Jannatul Firdaus.
President Yoweri Museveni, in his speech delivered by Vice President Edward II, asked civil servants to emulate the ethics of late Kagwa to promote development in the country.
He leaves behind an inspiring and valuable legacy of hard work which should be emulated by all Ugandans, especially the young generation. The nation is therefore mourning the passing of a man who selfishly served his nation in many capacities with utmost commitment.
President Museveni and his vice, Edward II, contributed cash of 10 million and 2 million shillings respectively towards funeral arrangements. The late Meddie Kagwa died at the age of 65 years. Prior to his death, Kagwa had served as the chairperson of the Uganda Human Rights Commission for more than 8 years.
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, ilaya baki illallah.
Daniel Mugoya reporting for UBC.
May his soul rest in eternal peace. Now, resident district commissioners have been challenged to desist from scandalous activities that could compromise the reputation of the government of Uganda. The Minister for Presidency, Esther Mbayo, emphasizes the need for RDCs to mobilize locals to support government programs in achieving economic development. She echoed this while handing over vehicles procured for RDCs to ease their efficiency in monitoring government programs, as we hear more in this report.
One may wonder what the meaning of this song is, but RDCs are simply affirming commitment towards delivering on their mandate. The driver behind this affirmation is the fulfillment of a government pledge, over which they had cried foul for quite a while: vehicles. These vehicles are more than 60 in number, procured to ease work of government representatives at district level.
I therefore urge you to sensitize the citizens on what government has achieved in as far as provision of services is concerned, because your mobility has now been improved.
By having them handed over to the respective users, it implies an end to lamentation and a continuation of serious work.
Be mindful to make it clear to the citizens that whereas government has its primary role of building infrastructure, maintaining peace and stability among others, the citizens ought to work on their own towards improving their individual incomes and lives.
This one, with the most of this one you are seeing here, they are the ones who have not been having any means of transport at all. So we decided that we first work on those ones and even take in mind the use of gender.
This milestone comes at a time when the implementation of the NRM's 2016 to 2021 manifesto stands at 65%. The timeliness that comes with this ease of transport will consolidate achievements and steer towards completion of the remaining percentage.
And this has been very difficult without vehicles, because it had taken time without the vehicles being replaced over 10 years, and most of the vehicles were ramshackled. So in our mandate, to begin with around this time, we have the duty of making sure that 68% of the households in Uganda which are not in the money economy come into the money economy.
And this new vehicle will improve on security monitoring and mobilization, and also monitoring effective service delivery to the people at the grassroots.
With the RDC fraternity still coming to terms with the death of their own in a motor accident recently, how safe are these new vehicles? This is the assurance that the suppliers have given.
For the RDCs, these vehicles should be safe for them, because most of them operate both on and off-road. And with the ability of the anti-lock braking system, which will stop the vehicle from suddenly braking and skidding off the road, plus the airbag system, we believe that they have safe cars that should be able to serve them well, as long as they are adhering to the caution and the small instructions we've given to them as they operate the vehicles.
It comes with what you call driver and occupant protection features, which is the airbags that automatically engage in the event there's some kind of collision or an accident that actually a driver faces on the road.
Uganda currently has 135 districts, which translate into 135 resident district commissioners, 50% of whom have received the first batch of the required vehicles. It is hoped that the second consignment will be availed in the financial year 2020-2021. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Henry Okrut ends the story. We're going to take a short break, but do not go away. We still have more coming your way. Stay with us.
The Electoral Commission informs the general public of the Voters Register update starting on the 21st of November to 11th December 2019. This will be a self-reporting exercise to provide personal details. A person who is already registered as a voter in Uganda must not register again. A voter who wishes to transfer to a new voting location must present confirmation that he or she is now a resident of the parish of that new voting location. The exercise will enable registered voters to confirm accuracy of their particulars on the register and correct any errors identified on the National Voters Register. The details of eligible learners registered under the Learners Project in 2017 who have attained the age of 18 will be updated. Such learners should present themselves at the registration or update center with their national identification number. The Commission has appointed Wednesday, 11th December 2019 as the cutoff date for registration of voters in Uganda. Announced by the Chairperson, Electoral Commission.
Enjoy instant international money transfers without borders on Airtel Money today. Receive money today from East Africa, South Africa, Europe, Middle East, and America directly to your phone. To receive money on Airtel, the sender from these countries can visit their preferred money agent, mobile app, or website and directly remit it to a selected Airtel Money number. Receiving money is free of charge. You can also send money from Uganda to friends and family in Rwanda, Tanzania, and Malawi. Dial *185*1#. Select international transfer to get started.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Introducing the new itel P15 smartphone with free 1GB Airtel data every month for 3 months. Enjoy unique features like the big memory, 4000 mAh big battery, 5-inch HD screen, and the fingerprint sensor. Dial *175*9# to activate free 1GB Airtel data every month for 3 months. Get yours at the nearest itel branded shop. itel, in partnership with Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. It's time for us to look at what's happening in business. Now, the Dubai Air Show has climaxed Thursday afternoon in the United Arab Emirates, leading to its billing of facilitating mega aircraft contracts. At this year's show, contracts worth billions of dollars were signed between airliners and major aircraft manufacturers. But as Summer Senator reports, safety concerns also took center stage at this year's show.
Has for the last 4 days been the spot for aircraft manufacturers to showcase their latest creations and innovations to potential buyers. This year's expo saw over 1,000 exhibitors showcase both on static and aerial aerobatic displays. American plane manufacturer Boeing displayed these 787, 9 and 10 variants of the Dreamliner in a bid to salvage their reputation, which suffered hugely following the grounding of the 737 MAX aircraft. The MAX, which was Boeing's fastest-selling aircraft, has been grounded since March this year following fatal crashes of Lion Air and Ethiopian Airlines, leaving over 200 dead. The safety issues dominated most of Boeing's press conferences.
We know the expectations are very high for us, as they should be. And we are committed to this mission to restore the confidence of our customers and of the flying public in Boeing. We're dedicated to this mission of safety and quality and integrity. That's who we are as the Boeing company.
Nevertheless, 50 737 MAX planes were firmly ordered at the show, and Air Ghana ordered for 3 787-9 Dreamliners to resurrect its national carrier. However, this was not the case with their rivals, the European aircraft manufacturers Airbus. Airbus leaves this year's show with a busy order book. They also unveiled the first ever electric plane, nicknamed White Lightning.
The airplanes that you see around us are going to be eventually electric powered. Of course, that's the beauty of where Airbus got involved, because they, of course, realized that this is going to be the future of aviation. And the technology really begins on this sort of a platform, on a very small test race platform. This is where we can prove and test some of the technologies and do a lot of the learning that's going to contribute to electric propulsion in some of the larger airplanes like you see behind.
For the air display, it was Airbus's A330-800 Neo, which also happens to be Uganda Airlines' choice of aircraft for the long-haul flights. Closing the show with the air displays, it was the Patrouille de France flying the MR 2000 and F-16. The climax was by UAE's Al Fasson on a fly past with the American-made Lockheed Martin F-35, gushing the UAE national colors.
And a beautiful Expo 2020 delivery of the A380 shining in the sun here at Dubai.
The Dubai Air Show ends on a high, with many airliners firming up orders worth billions of dollars with different aircraft manufacturers present here. This show has also ushered in groundbreaking technologies aimed at making flying safe for humans, but also cognizant of the environment. Samuel Senono, reporting for UBC TV News at the DWC in the United Arab Emirates.
Send money from Airtel to Airtel at 60% discounted rates. Yes, you can now send money for as low as 100 shillings and a maximum of 1,000 shillings. And that's not all. You can now withdraw up to 7 million shillings from your nearest Airtel money agent for as low as 12,500 shillings. Remember, depositing money is free, buying airtime through Airtel Money is free, Airtel Money and PIN registration is free. Do not pay any transaction charges directly to the agent, and never share your PIN number with anyone. Enjoy the lowest rates on sending and withdrawing money on Airtel Money today. Airtel Money, simple, instant, secure. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Inspirational moment with Pastor Jackson Senyonga of Christian Life Church, Kampala.
If you're going to start investing, you're getting serious about money and resources. You really want to gain riches and wealth. You know who is going to take you there or help you get there? Is wise counsel. Get wise counsel. Inquire. Proverbs 13:20. Proverbs 13:20. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the champion of fools will be destroyed. If you have no counsel, no one giving you counsel, no one gives you wisdom, your plans will go to nothing.
Inspirational moment with Pastor Jackson Senyonga of Christian Life Church, Kampala.
Hello, Uganda! We introduce to you the first and ever My Right to Play Christmas Kids Festival 2019. Let the kids feel the Christmas Eve on the 21st of December at the Legend Sports Ground in Lugogo. Entrance is 10,000 shillings only and parents free. Bring your child and have an opportunity to play, sing, dance and discover their talents. Mujje tuyingira amazaalibwa nga abato basanyusa bato bannaabwe. Mulete abaana bammwe banyumirwe, banywe, bazanye. Kino kigenda kubeera kijjabe. Proudly sponsored by Legend Sports Ground, UBC TV, Star TV, U24 TV, Star FM, Magic 100 FM, UBC Butebo, Marketing, UMC Victoria Hospital and Ideas Workshop. Bw'oba oyagala omwana w'okuyimba kuba ku ssimu eno.
Welcome back. It's time for sports. Now, Uganda's Swimming Federation will this weekend conclude its Water Polo National League with action at Games Cambridge International School, Butabika. According to the National Water Polo League Director Eric Kisero, the rules of engagement that are the first plays second for the gold and the third dates fourth in the bronze medal final of this four-team league. Thus, as it stands now, Makere and Budo will play for third and fourth, while Seta and Altona will vie for the top slot. Most focus will be on the Seta versus Altona game, in which Seta will look to players like Daniel Chambade, Peter Ochen, Pine Tumwine and Ronald Kituka, while Altona, that completed the season as the top-ranked team, have Amos Baka, Felix Mukunzi, Rachel Galinda and Brian Kisache to pick for this ultimate game that many expect to excite. Well, that does it for us at this very time. Our next bulletin will come your way at 10 o'clock. My name is Patricia Lokoma, and on sign language we were joined by Mugalu Mohammed. We will meet you again at 10 o'clock. Stay with us.
Dubai, UCC, celebrating 20 years of achievements.